NLWN-TV presents the In the Dugout show with a look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Now, join us as we get ready for baseball in the dugout.
Hello, and welcome to this evening's edition of In the Dugout. Rick Olson here in the NLWN-TV studios, and we're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's Chippewa River Baseball League game between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Beef River Bullfrogs. The Cavaliers come into today's game following their rain-shortened 6-2 loss to the Hudson River Rats last Friday, while the Bullfrogs were scheduled to take on the Eau Claire Bears last Wednesday. However, that game, like all the CRBL games that day, was rained out. Now, coming up in this edition of In the Dugout, we'll take a look at today's matchup between the Cavs and the Bullfrogs. Then we'll get Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister's perspective on today's game in the Ryan Bemnister Show. Following that, we'll take a quick look around the Chippewa River Baseball League to see how this season is currently standing. Also, we'll take a moment to get to know one of this season's Cavalier players in Cavalier Profile. Finally, we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of today's game from Spangberg Field in Strum, Wisconsin. So it's time to get ready for some baseball action, and we'll do just that coming up right after this brief timeout as you're tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
I'm a United States Marine. When I came home, I became angry. I had migraines and respiratory issues.
I served in the Army. There's a lot more people out there that have gone through more things. I shouldn't go and get those benefits because they had it worse.
If you could say anything to that veteran, what would you say?
Every veteran is deserving the benefits they earned by serving our country. You deserve because you serve. If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait, reach out.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. Very shortly, the Eau Claire Cavaliers will take on the Beef River Bullfrogs in a Chippewa River Baseball League game from Spangberg Field in Strum. The Cavaliers, who are 4-3 in the CRBL, are coming off a 6-2 non-league loss to the Hudson River Rats on Friday, while the Bullfrogs, who are 5-4 in the CRBL, were rained out in their matchup against the Eau Claire Bears that was scheduled for last Wednesday. Now, in their game against the River Rats, the Cavaliers starting pitcher James Schutte struggled finding the strike zone, walking 7 River Rats in his 6 innings pitched. Now, the Cavaliers weren't helped by some untimely errors that extended some innings. Now, the Cavs were led at the plate by Brayton Tillman, who went 1 for 2, including a double and a run scored.
Nice solid hit out to left field, going back for it, and it is to the wall. And on to a double, Brayton Tillman.
Caden Erickson hit an RBI single to center field in the 5th inning to score Tillman.
Runner going, and a quick hit over the center, and it got by a couple of fielders. Coming in to score is Tillman, advancing Bemnister to third.
And I'm curious as to whether they give that a hit or an error. They're giving it a hit.
Yep.
Logan Hesselman went 1 for 3 and scored a run.
And the pitch. There's a shot out into left field for a base hit. Hesselman's going to check in at first.
Jerome Delikowski drove Hesselman across the plate with an RBI single to center.
Eckert at the belt, looks over at second. The payoff pitch. Line shot out into center field for a base hit. Rounding third and coming in to score is going to be Hesselman, as Jerome Delikowski gets an RBI single to center field.
On the mound, James Schutte took the loss for the Cavs, going 6 innings, allowing 6 runs with 5 being earned. Coming on in relief was Mason Yarrington, who pitched a hitless 7th inning before the rains stopped play. Now, the Beef River Bullfrogs, after being rained out last Wednesday, were last in action on June 7th when they swept the Bloomer Woodticks in a doubleheader by scores of 7-6 and 4-3. The Bullfrogs are being led at the plate by Lucas Johnson, who's hitting at a .333 pace by going 9 for 27 with a double. He's followed by Ryan Gray, who's hitting .304, going 7 for 23 with a double and a home run. Carter Johnson at 281 is also providing some power with a home run. On the mound, Ethan Bartles has had the most work with 26 1/3 innings pitched and a record of 1 win and 2 losses and an ERA of 3.76. Ty Felstead is the winningest pitcher for the Bullfrogs with a 3-0 record and an ERA of 1.32 in 13 2/3 innings pitched with 12 strikeouts. Reese Lucas also has picked up a win for the Bullfrogs along with a save. The Cavaliers are currently being led at the plate by Sam Knickerbocker, who's hitting at a .464 pace by going 13 for 28, including a double. He's followed by Trenton Palmer, who's hitting at .458 with 4 runs scored, 2 RBI, and a double. Logan Hesselman at .375 and Caden Erickson at .303 round out the Cavaliers hitting .300 or better. The leading pitcher thus far for the Cavaliers is Andrew Milner, who's posting a 3-0 record with a save and an ERA of 1.31 in 20 2/3 innings pitched, giving up only 3 earned runs while striking out 26. He's being followed by Ladell Torres with an ERA of 1.59. Eli Rathke with 2 and Mason Yarrington with 1 also have picked up wins for the Cavs. Now coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get manager Ryan Bemnister's perspective as we chat with him on The Ryan Bemnister Show. You're tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
The Goat Coffee House on Water Street in Eau Claire presents The Ryan Bemnister Show, where Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister gives us his perspective on today's game. And now, The Ryan Bemnister Show.
And again, today we're at the Goat Coffee House on Water Street in Eau Claire and talking with Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister. Ryan, today the Cavaliers are going to return to league play when they take on the always pesky Beef River Bullfrogs. But before we talk about that game, let's look back at Friday when the Cavaliers dropped a rain-shortened 6-2 decision to the Hudson River Rats. Your comments about that performance?
They threw a pretty good lefty against us. Guys' bats were a little bit quiet that night, and I know that Shooty had a little bit of problem with some control. I think we had a good amount of walks in that game that kind of hurt us. I think if you take the walks out of that, we probably have a different outcome in that game, which is good. I mean, we can always recover from that a little bit and kind of fix those little problems. But I like the way we approached them. I wasn't unfortunately able to be there, but I watched it. So I think that's a good telltale sign of how we can compete with those guys when it comes to the WBA.
Now, you mentioned it that the starting pitcher, James Shooty, seemed to have a little trouble finding the strike zone, and sometimes those days just happen in baseball. Can you talk a little about what he might need to work on to keep runners off the bases?
Well, it had been a while since he had thrown, too, if you remember. It's just, these guys have been getting these longer breaks and not get into consistent flow of everything. That hurts everybody, regardless of who it is. I think we're always going to have some confidence in Shooty regardless of that. Like, it's baseball. Mm-hmm. Not everybody throws a perfect game every time they go out there.
Right.
So I'm not going to read too much into one little bad performance on his. The nice thing is he was able to, with those eight walks or whatever he had, he was able to give us a good amount of innings that day, too, which is really important when you look at non-conference stuff leading into conference stuff. So, I don't have to worry about too much of him. He knew he had a bad day, and he'll be better next time he goes out.
Now, the Cavalier bats did struggle with no Cavaliers having a multi-hit game. What can the Cavs do to light a fire under those bats again?
Well, start playing consistently. That'd be a big deal. we got to start getting some games played in a row here where we kind of hit our stride. Earlier in the season, you could see the bats were just alive the entire game, so we got to get back into a regular run of scheduling here, which is going to be kind of tough considering we're going to run into the All-Star break here in a couple weeks, so we got another break. But hopefully we can just get those guys going. They try to get together, but life gets in the way, and that's too bad. But just hopefully we can just it can just spark and we can go from there.
And it doesn't help that it seems like Mother Nature has had it in for the Cavs, with rain affecting 3 out of the last 4 Cavalier game dates, postponing 2 and shortening 1. Now, strange as it may seem, I know you can't control the weather, but what can a team do when you run into a streak like that?
Unfortunately, there's not much. We don't have an indoor facility we can go do anything with, so we just keep the communication lines open. We hope that if there's a day off in between those rain dates, that's nice. We can try to get together and hit a little bit. But otherwise, we just communicate with them constantly. We've got an open line of communication with our GroupMe app and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of just keeping them focused and reminding them that we're still playing baseball regardless of what Mother Nature says. And that we'll try to get the games rescheduled as quick as we can so that way they can get mentally set for those games.
Now today the Cavaliers are going to take on the Beef River Bullfrogs, who the Cavs have beaten twice this season. What can we expect that might be different this time around?
I don't know. It's a crapshoot when we play those guys. They always play everybody scrappy and tough. We've known Ethan Bartles for a long time, and he's got beef right where he wants them. They're sitting pretty well in the standings. They've rattled off some wins that some teams people didn't expect them to win, like against Osseo and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool where they're sitting. I'm happy for them, and we can't take any of these teams lightly in the CRBL, like I always say. So we're just going to go hard at them and see what happens.
Yeah, other people might think that this is a trap game, but it can't be a trap game if you know that they're dangerous going in.
Yep. We've always known they're dangerous. Just like all the other teams in the CRBL. We don't take any of them lightly. We don't overlook anything to the next game or anything like that, but we got to take care of business today, and that's our goal.
Now, the Bullfrogs and the Cavaliers are both sitting only 1 game back in the CRBL South, and what additional factors can that add to today's game?
Well, it's a little bit of motivation for the guys. Sometimes it's good to be chasing rather than be chased type of thing, right? So if we're tied and we're chasing Osseo, we got to beat everybody behind us. So I'd rather be in that role than sitting there comfortably up front and get relaxed. We kind of see this every single year. We kind of battle till the end, trying to fight our way into the playoffs, and it kind of does us a good job. Kind of gets us more motivated. It seems like we're more, to the point and ready to go for games, as opposed to it doesn't matter if we win this one or lose this one because we got 3-game lead. No, we're down a game, so now everything matters. So I like where we're sitting. I like what we're doing. I just wish we could get some more consistent games.
Now, who's getting the call to the mound today?
Well, we're going to go with Mason Yarrington. He's had a little bit of time off, too. He threw 1 or 2 innings for us against Hudson and looked good there. He looked really good the last time he pitched against Beef. We'll have a full arsenal behind him. We'll have, Millie will be there. I'm not sure about Rat. We'll have Shooty if he needs to go. We're going to get a familiar face back from last year that has finally done with work. That's going to be with us a little bit. So we're going to have people behind him that can help him out, and so he'll have a safety net. But I fully believe in Mason going in there and shutting them down.
Well, Ron, good luck on today's game, and hopefully the Cavs can find their way back on the winning track and keep the pressure on in the CRBL South.
I hope so.
You've been tuned to the Ryan Bempnister Show, presented by the Goat Coffee House on Water Street in Eau Claire, with Cavalier manager Ryan Bempnister's outlook on today's game. Stay tuned. More of In the Dugout is coming right up.
No. Turn it down. Turn it off. Get a hand. Lose the bells and whistles. Drive without distractions.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. We're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's Chippewa River Baseball League game between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Beef River Bullfrogs. Now, the CRBL had 2 league games and 1 non-league game scheduled for last Friday, with the Tilden Tigers topping the Cadott Red Sox 5-1 and the Osseo Merchants edging out the Whitehall Whitetails 4-3. In non-league action, the Cavaliers were defeated by the Hudson River Rats in a game shortened to 7 innings by rain, 6-2. Then on Sunday, the CRBL had 4 doubleheaders. It was the Eau Claire Bears traveling to Cadott High School, where they were swept by the Cadott Red Sox 13-7 and 7-5. It was the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks sweeping the Whitehall Whitetails by scores of 5-3 and 6-3. Meanwhile, the Osseo Merchants swept the Bloomer Woodticks, winning the opener 5-0 and then taking the nightcap 6-1. And the Tilden Tigers took 2 from the Augusta Athletics 5-0 and 14-0. Now that leaves the Chippewa River Baseball League standings as follows. In the South Division, the Osseo Merchants have climbed into first place with a 6-3 record. Now there is a logjam behind the Merchants with 3 teams all 1 game back, separated by percentage points. The Cavaliers are in second at 571. The Beef River Bullfrogs are third at 556, while the Whitehall Whitetails have dropped to fourth place at 545. The Eau Claire Bears are in fifth with a 3-7 record and 3.5 games back, with the Augusta Athletics holding down sixth place. In the North Division, first place belongs to the 11-2 Tilden Tigers. The Cadott Red Sox at 7-2 are in second place, 2 games back. And the Jim Fall Sturgeons, with a record of 6-5, are 4 games back in third. It's the 4-4 Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks in fourth place, while the Bloomer Woodticks hold down fifth. The CRBL has 5 games scheduled for tonight, with the Beef River Bullfrogs hosting the Cavaliers at Spangberg Field in Strum, while the Eau Claire Bears will travel to Jan Kruger Field at Memorial Park in Augusta to face the Augusta Athletics. It will be the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks tangling with the Tilden Tigers at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls, and the Cadott Red Sox will host the Bloomer Woodticks at the Cadott High School baseball field. Meanwhile, the Osseo Merchants will head down the road to Melby Park in Whitehall to take on the Whitetails. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get to know one of this season's Cavalier players on Cavalier Profile. You're tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
We come from a long line of farmers, and there's a sense of pride, but there's also a significant amount of pressure.
Farmers have to take care of their physical and their mental health, because what's a farm without a farmer?
Watching the sun come up, that's my time. I can have a cup of coffee, and every day's a new opportunity.
That's cool. Your hand's gotten so cute. Yeah.
Don't forget to check in on yourself. Love, your mind.
Time now to get to know a Cavalier player on Cavalier Profile. We'll get to know a little better who plays on this year's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball team. And now, Cavalier Profile.
This has been Cavalier Profile, where we get to know a little better who plays on the Cavalier baseball team. Stay tuned, more in the dugout coming right up.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. Today the Cavaliers will take on the Beef River Bullfrogs from Spangberg Field in Strum. The Cavaliers want to get back on the winning track following their non-league loss to the Hudson River Rats on Friday. Now to do that, the Cavs will need to heat up the bats and have the pitchers find the strike zone. The Cavaliers and the Bullfrogs have already met twice this season. The first meeting was on May 13th. It was a 3-1 win for the Cavs in their CRBL matchup. And that was followed on May 21st with an 11-1 win for the Cavs in a non-league contest. A win for the Cavaliers tonight, along with a win by the Whitehall Whitetails over the Osseo Merchants, would put the Cavaliers into first place by percentage points in the CRBL South. So it's time for some exciting Chippewa River Baseball League action between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Beef River Bullfrogs. And we'll have all the action of that game for you right here on NLWN-TV. Now in just a moment, I'll be joining the rest of our broadcast crew in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at Spangberg Field in Strum, Wisconsin, as we get ready for today's Chippewa River Baseball League game between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Beef River Bullfrogs. That's all coming up next. You've been tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
School, it feels like everyone's staring at me and I'm just kind of not really a person.
It just feels hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
And I'll try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at soundedouttogether.org.
You've been watching the In the Dugout show with a look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Stay tuned! Coming up next is live Eau Claire Cavalier baseball.
When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Sladen's technology where you trust he can. From nowhere to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seeds. Sladen's on the way, your heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864-2833, get the IT help you desire. Call 715-864-2833 today.
NLWN-TV presents Eau Claire Cavalier baseball.
Under the lights, where legends are born, diamond warriors with heart that's worn, uniform shining, proud on the field, a title to win, a promise revealed, every pitch thrown, every swing that we take, together we rise, oh make no mistake, with bats and with balls.
Follow the Cavaliers all season long as they strive for another Chippewa River Baseball League title.
Cavaliers striving, hear the crowd roar, seeking a title, we're hungry for more, every base we run, every cheer that we hear, united we stand, with nothing to fear.
So now, let's go out to the ballpark in today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game.
The stakes, this is our moment, let's make no mistake.
Okay, now we have our audio problems fixed. Welcome to Spangberg Field in Strum, Wisconsin, as the Cavaliers are getting ready to take on the Beef River Bullfrogs in a CRBL contest. And thank goodness we're playing, because this game was supposed to be played last night, but Mother Nature evidently doesn't like playing baseball on Wednesdays, because it was the third Wednesday in a row the Cavaliers got rained out. And fortunately, both teams were able to just push it back one day, and we actually have a beautiful evening for baseball. Rick Olson here, along with Celie Bemnister on the computer and her brand new, highly polished nails, and she's burying her head. Yeah, I warned her I was going to do that to her. And Dan Petchow is on the camera, and he's doing multiple duties. He's also running some audio for the ballpark here, and so I think he's going to also, he's got a microphone in his hand. I hope he's not going to sing the national anthem, but he's shaking his head. Nope. Maybe. All right. But anyway, we're about ready for baseball here, so let's run through the starting lineups for today's game for the visiting Eau Claire Cavaliers. Leading off, playing center field is Brayton Tillman. Batting second at third base is Xavier Bemnister. Batting third at shortstop, Caden Erickson. Batting fourth behind the plate, Sam Knickerbocker. Batting fifth over at first base, Logan Hesselman. Batting sixth and in left field is Aiden Pankratz. Batting seventh, the extra hitter, Cole Timon. Batting eighth, playing second base, Trent Cornell. Batting ninth and the designated hitter, Jerome Delikowski. And batting 10th, the right fielder, Trenton Palmer. On the mound for the Cavaliers is Mason Yarrington, making his first league start of his career. He's made some non-league game starts, but this is his first league start. For the Beef River Bullfrogs, leading off in right field is Alex Anderson. Batting second at first base is Taylor Rathke. Batting third at third base is Lucas Johnson. Batting fourth behind the plate, Brendan McCabe. Batting fifth, the extra hitter, Ryan Gray. Batting sixth in left field, Reese Lucas. Batting seventh is the shortstop, Wes Boyarski. Batting eighth and pitching is Ty Felstead. Batting ninth and playing center field is Ethan Bartles. And batting 10th, playing second base, Dakota Sandley. And Ty Felstead is starting on the mound for the Bullfrogs. Behind the plate, tonight's game, calling balls and strikes, is John Buer. And out on the bases is Daryl Priest. So we are getting very close to game time. And as we're getting ready for that, we'll take a quick timeout as you're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on NLWN-TV.
Gerald the Fish. What about like Joaquin Bartholomew? Joaquin Bartholomew. Yeah. See ya. See ya. Joaquin Bartholomew. What? How did you think of that? I have no idea. Since we gave him that title, he should honestly be the king of the pond. King of the pond? Yeah. He's out there somewhere. For real. You want this one? Oh, yeah. Nice. All right.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
And we're back here at Spangberg Field in Strum, Wisconsin, home of the Beef River Bullfrogs. Beef River, of course, is short for the Buffalo River, and Strum is on that, and that's why they're called the Beef River Bullfrogs. I guess that all made sense. Taking a look at the numbers here at Spangberg Field, down each foul line is 305 to the fence, and then I'm trying to look through the Cavalier players. I can't see the center field marker. 365 to straightaway center field. And those are the dimensions here. Pretty symmetrical. And the players are lined up, and I think we're going to turn it over to the public address system for the playing of our national anthem. And Dan's going, I can't do the playing of the national anthem. Well, they're still having the managers and the umpires having a conference at home plate, so they aren't ready to do that yet anyway. And I'm looking over at Dan. Is there going to be a player introduction? And Dan says, nope. And so we're going to be ready to play baseball here in just a moment. And the meeting at home plate breaks up. And I think we are now going to get a national anthem. It kind of looks like it anyway. And that's the playing of our national anthem. And we have 69 degrees here in Strum as we're getting ready for tonight's game, with the wind coming out of the northwest at about 13 miles an hour. It is a pretty steady breeze. The awning that we're under tried to journey over to the parking lot on its own. And fortunately, Ethan Bartles from the Bullfrogs helped me rescue it. And we locked it down with some concrete blocks. It's not going anywhere now. It's trying to, but it's not going anywhere. Waiting for the Bullfrogs to take the field as we are just about ready to get things started here. I'll tell you what, while the Bullfrogs take the field and get their warm-up tosses in, why don't we take one more time out before the start of this game on NLWN-TV.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I'm serious, man. I actually got better when I'm on it. If anything, I'm more careful. It just helps me focus. It just helps me focus, you know?
Love the hustle, Cliff.
Who are you? Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
And back here at Spangberg Field, we're just about ready to get things rolling as the Beef River Bullfrogs are out on the field. And taking a look at the Bullfrogs defensively, at third base is Johnson. Boyarski is at short. Sandberg is at second, and Rathke at first. McCabe is behind the plate. Out in the outfield, it's Lucas, Bartles, and Anderson, going from left to right. And on the mound is Ty Felstead. Felstead comes into tonight's game with a 3-0 record, a 1.32 earned run average in 13 innings pitched, and he struck out 12. He's pretty much the ace of the staff thus far for the Bullfrogs. So the Cavalier bats, which have been struggling as of late, are going to have to work against a tough pitcher. Don't forget that today's Eau Claire Cavalier game is being brought to you by Marine Credit Union, with offices in Eau Claire at 3604 Oakwood Hills Parkway, and whose team is there to guide you. Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, comfort food the way Mom used to make it. Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for Western Wisconsin. Auto Vision Center, windshield repair and replacement on North Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Slayton's Technology, the official IT provider of the Northern Light Webcasting Network. The Sunset House, and there we have a smack out into center field. Bartles is under it, and he makes the catch. That was Brayton Tillman flying out to center. And we're also brought to you by the Chippewa Valley Museum, where you can connect with the roots of the valley in Carson Park. Make sure you thank these fine sponsors. Batting second for the Cavaliers, Xavier Bemnister comes into the game batting .286. And he hits a fly ball out to right. Long run over there, and it lands foul. No balls and a strike. Felstead in his motion. Strike called on the outside corner. John Buer behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopper over towards third. Picked up. They can't handle it, and safe at first. That's going to be an infield hit because that was going to be a tough throw anyway. So Bemnister safe at first. That's going to bring up Caden Erickson. Erickson batting .303. Felstead's delivery bounces in the dirt. Nice block that time by McCabe. Kept it right with him. A ball and no strikes. One out, one on. Felstead delivers, pitches low for a ball, and Bemnister takes second base. 2 balls, no strikes. Felstead looks in for the sign, now looks over at second. And he delivers. Erickson sends it out to right field, and it's caught by Anderson. 2 down. It's going to bring up Sam Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker leading the team in hitting, batting .464. Bemnister takes his lead over at second. And the pitch. Ground ball foul down the first baseline. Knickerbocker steps back into the box. Felstead at the belt. And the 0-1 pitch. That's down low. Counts even at 1-1. Felstead looks at second. Now he delivers. Strike called at the letters. A ball and 2 strikes to Sam Knickerbocker. Bemnister takes his lead at second. Felstead looks over that way and delivers. Check swing down low and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Felstead looks, delivers. There's a shot right into the glove of Boyarski at short. And that'll do it for the Cavaliers in the first inning. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. So we've completed a half inning. It's the Cavaliers 0 and the Beef River Bullfrogs coming to bat on NLWN-TV.
Debt doesn't have to be complicated. Let Marine Credit Union simplify your debt so you can feel good about your money. Schedule time to get started at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive, there's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
Marine Credit Union is rewarding you for making on-time loan payments with our My Loan Rewards program. Take out a loan, open a checking account with a qualified direct deposit, and get money back. Chart your course. Get details at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
And we're back here in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at Spangberg Field in Strum. Taking a look at the Cavaliers defensively, Bemnister's at third, Erickson at short, Cornell at second, Hesselman is at first, Knickerbocker behind the plate out in the outfield. It's Pankratz, Tillman, and Palmer going from left to right. Mason Yarrington on the mound. He has a 1-0 record in 10 innings pitched with a 2.70 earned run average, and this is his first league start. He's had some non-league starts, both well, I guess it would have been 2 years ago because he sat out all of last year with an injury. But he's showing some effective pitching and leading things off. Alex Anderson, the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Anderson comes into the game batting .176. And the pitch, swing and a miss. The fastball chased it up high. Ball and a strike. Yarrington delivers. He bunts it down the third baseline. It's going to stay fair. They do not have a play. That's a bunt single for Alex Anderson. So a runner on first, and that brings up Taylor Rathke, who's batting 200. Anderson goes, ground ball over to second, little hit and run action, throw to first in time. So the ground ball to second, Rathke's out 4-3, but it did advance Anderson to second. That's going to bring up Lucas Johnson, batting .333. Bullfrogs aggressive on the bases. Strike called on the inside corner to Johnson. Runner on second, 1 out. That pitch missed inside. Mason Yarrington looks over at second. Now he delivers. Pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch, that one's high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Yarrington with a 3-1 pitch. Swung on a miss, and the count is now full. And the payoff pitch. Just a little bit high.
Good job.
So Johnson draws the walk, and it's going to bring up Brendan McCabe. McCabe comes into the game batting .188. Curveball missed outside. McCabe had a notion. Yarrington fires. Just a little high.
Way to watch. Good job.
2-0's the count. 2 runners on, 1 out. And the pitch. Pop up, foul territory. Knickerbocker makes the catch. Yarrington and Hesselman were also giving chase, but Knickerbocker got there and put it in the breadbasket. Ryan Gray steps to the plate, batting .304. He's the extra hitter. Curveball missed low. Ball and no strikes. That one's high. 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch, that misses high. It's 3-0. Cavs in their blue pinstripe tops with white pinstripe pants. There's a strike right down the middle. 3-1. That's Yarrington's get me over pitch to Ryan Gray. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitter's pitch. Strike 2 called. That's going to bring up traveling time with Anderson at second and Johnson at first. Runners go. Check swing, ball 4. So the bases are now loaded. And it brings up Reese Lucas. Reese Lucas spent a season with the Cavaliers about 3, maybe 4 years ago now. He's batting .095. There's a strike at the knees. And the 0-1 pitch, curveball, strike 2. He got that one to find the edge. And the pitch swung on and missed, strike 3, and That'll do it for the Bullfrogs. They get no runs on one hit. There were no errors, and 3 were left on base. We've played an inning, and it's the Cavaliers nothing, Beef River Bullfrogs nothing on NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Auto Vision Center in Eau Claire, your source for auto glass repair and replacement. Their quality work comes complete with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. When it comes to windshield repair and replacement, Auto Vision Center provides mobile auto glass services with free estimates. So if your windshield needs help, call Auto Vision Center today. That's Auto Vision Center at 1631 North Claremont in Eau Claire. Call 715-834-5277.
And we're back here at Spangberg Field in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility, heading into the second inning. Due up for the Cavaliers, Logan Hesselman, Aiden Pankratz, and Cole Timon. You know, Seeley, your father's a clown. So Ryan came back just as I was in the middle of saying the name. He says it. Of course, that's my fault for not being the consummate professional and fighting through it anyway. Logan Hesselman at the plate. Ty Felstead winds and delivers. And there's a shot out into center field for a base hit. First pitch swinging. Puts Hesselman on first. And that'll bring up Aiden Pankratz.
Hey, turn double for your guys.
Pankratz comes into the game batting .250. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Felstead at the belt, and he delivers. That one missed down low. A ball and a strike to Aiden Pankratz. Hesselman takes his lead at first. Felstead looks over there, now goes to the belt and delivers. Curveball strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Aiden Pankratz. And the pitch. That's down low. It didn't miss by a whole lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Felstead delivers. And there's a ground ball foul down the first baseline.
They don't have promotional nights and stuff. Like Daniel always have promotional nights and stuff. I mean, they just go there every weekend. TCC night or something like that. They bring a couple prizes and stuff.
Felstead delivers. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. And here's the pitch. Outside. So the count goes full. Pankratz up there battling. Felstead throws over to first. Hesselman back in. Felstead delivers the payoff pitch. Outside ball 4. So the Cavs have 2 runners on with nobody out. Brings up Cole Timon, the extra hitter. Timon comes into today's game batting 174. He's just waiting for that batting average to take off on him. And the pitch, bunted over towards the pitcher's mound, looked at third, throw to first, throws it into right field. Here comes the run into the plate, and another run coming around to score. 2 runs come in on the error on the throw. Timon gets a sacrifice bunt. And Hesselman came in to score. Pankratz came in to score. And it's going to bring up Trent Cornell. Cavs on top, 2-0. And that pitch is outside for a ball. Felstead thought about making that throw to third and then decided to go to first and they airmailed it. High pop foul out of play back behind the plate. Timon with his lead at first. Felstead delivers. That one's in the dirt. Blocked nicely again by McCabe. Timon wasn't going anywhere. 2 balls and a strike to Trent Cornell, batting 143 coming into the game. And the pitch. That missed outside, 3-1. Hitter's pitch now for Trent Cornell. And the 3-1. There's a fly ball out into right field. Coming in is Anderson and going out and not making the catch. Throw to second and in safely is Timon. Heading out was Sandberg and it kind of landed between Sandberg and Anderson just off the tip of the glove of Anderson. But that's going to go in as a hit for Cornell. And Timon goes to second. Jerome Delikowski. The last game against these Bullfrogs, Delikowski blasted a home run in Carson Park. That was off Ethan Bartles. That one's in the dirt. It kind of gets away from McCabe, but nobody advances. Delikowski batting .217 on the season, including that home run. He's also got a double on the season. There's a strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Delikowski fouls it down the third baseline. Kind of sparse crowd here at Spangberg Field. And as I'm looking at it, Cavs fans vastly outnumber the Bullfrogs fans. Cavs fans travel pretty well with their team. Felsted's 1-2 pitch, fouled away. It looked like he fouled it off the knob of the bat. So the count remains 1-2. Felsted shakes off a sign. Now he goes to the belt. And it's outside. Evens up the count at 2-2. And here comes the pitch. Fly ball out towards left center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Everybody advances a base. So the bases are now loaded for Trent Palmer. Palmer batting .458, but we're going to get a conference at the mound. McCabe wanted to go out and have a word, as well as Rathke and Johnson all going out and giving Felsted some words of encouragement. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Trent Palmer at the plate. Felsted at the belt. And he delivers. There's a strike right down the middle. No balls in a strike. And strike two call. That was at the knees on the inside corner. No balls and two strikes to Trent Palmer. And the 0-2 pitch. He fouls that one away. Over towards the parking lot. Not quite enough to strike any vehicles. Felsted's at the belt. Runners all take their leads. And that one's outside for a ball. A ball and two strikes. And the pitch. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Sacks are full. We're in the top of the second. Cavs have 2 runs in. And the pitch. Foul tip. Back to the backstop. Count holds at 2-2. Felsted's 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball out towards left field. Foul territory, out of play. Just beyond the fence. Lucas gave it a good run. Felsted looking in. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Palmer gave it a battle, but Felsted came out on top that time. Brayton Tillman, who flew out to center field his first time up. First pitch swinging, sent it out to Ethan Bartles in center field. Base is still loaded. And the pitch. That's inside for a ball. One ball. No strikes. And the pitch. That's high. Throw over to third, and they threw it out into left field. The third baseman wasn't looking as he threw it because Timon took a pretty big lead, and he ended up throwing it out into left field. Timon comes in to score. So Timon's going to score on an error on the catcher. So that leaves runners at second and third. So Cornell's at third. Delikowski's at second. 3-0 count now to Brayton Tillman. There's a fly ball towards first base. Coming over and making the catch is Rathke. So 2 down. It's going to bring up Xavier Bemnister. Got on an infield hit his first time up. It was a hopper that died in the grass. And that pitch is inside for a ball. And the pitch. There's a strike called. Here's the pitch. It's outside. And the pitch. Line shot out into center field. That's going to fall in for a hit. 2 runs are going to come in to score as Bemnister rounds first and stands up at second with a 2 RBI double. Coming in to score is Cornell and Delikowski. Making the score, Cavaliers 5. And the Bullfrogs nothing. 2 down, and Caden Erickson steps to the plate. That pitch is away for a ball. And the pitch, and that's a strike called. One ball and 1 strike with 2 down. Bemnister out at second. He takes off for third. The pitch is inside, and Bemnister steals third. That's his second stolen base of the game. Felstead delivers. Erickson grounds one over to third. Throw over to first. It's wide of the mark. And they got him at first. Rathke had to dive for the ball, which pulled him off the bag, but then he spun around and dove on the bag just before Erickson got there. So for the Cavaliers, they pick up 5 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 errors, and 1 was left on base. So we have played an inning and a half, and it's the Cavaliers 5, Beef River Bullfrogs nothing on NLWN-TV.
I can't bounce. Okay. Oh my God. Wait, look. Wait, look at me.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
Back here at Spangberg Field in Strum, Rick Olson, Seeley Bemnister, Dan Petchow bringing you today's game between the Cavaliers and the Beef River Bullfrogs. Cavaliers in the top of the second have opened up a 5-0 lead, and due up in the bottom of the second for the Bullfrogs, Wes Boyarski, Ty Felstead, and Ethan Bartles. Boyarski stepping to the plate, batting .136. Mason Yarrington got a little offensive help from the Cavaliers. And a strike at the letters. Yarrington fires. That one missed inside. A ball and a strike. And the pitch. There's a high pop foul. So a ball and 2 strikes to Wes Boyarski. And the pitch. Swing on, pop foul. Drifting over is Bemnister, and he makes the catch. That's going to bring up Ty Felstead. He's the pitcher. He's batting .167. He does have 30 at-bats. And there's a strike called. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Yarrington got him chasing that time. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. There's strike 3 called right down the middle. Strikeout number 2 for Mason Yarrington tonight. It's going to bring up Ethan Bartles, batting .125. He's 1 for 8 on the season. He's usually a pitcher. Doesn't play a lot in the field. Fouls that one back to the screen. Ryan Bemnister on that foul ball told John Buer that he would have got it. Buer says that would have taken 5 minutes. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Yarrington got him with a breaking ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Yarrington delivers the 0-2. Ground ball through the hole out into left field. Ethan Bartles with the base hit. It's going to bring up Dakota Sandley. Sandley playing second base, looking for his first hit of the season. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And that pitch just missed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yarrington delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Pulled the string on that one. Sandley was a little out in front of it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So for the Beef River Bullfrogs in the second, they have no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. So we've played 2, and it's the Cavaliers 5, Beef River Bullfrogs nothing on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Saturday, June 20th, when the Cavaliers take on the Whitehall Whitetails from Melby Park in Whitehall, Wisconsin. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 12 p.m. That's Cavalier baseball on Saturday, June 20th on NLWN-TV.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum. Located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
And the Chippewa Valley Museum will be open on July 4th, free of charge, so you can visit the U.S. at 250 on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. In addition, you can enjoy the Carson Park scavenger hunt, the patriotic model railroading layout, outdoor games, the noon flag raising ceremony, ice cream parlor specials. If you want more information on this very traditional 4th of July celebration, give the museum a call at 715-834-7871. Due up for the Cavaliers in the top of the 3rd inning, we have Sam Knickerbocker, Logan Hesselman, and Aiden Pankratz. Knickerbocker lined to short. He hit the ball right on the nose, but it went right into the glove of Boyarski. And the first pitch is high for a ball. Felstead working from the windup. There's a strike called. Felstead looking in, he winds and delivers. There's a fly ball out towards left field. That's fairly deep. It's carrying. It's off the wall. Knickerbocker rounds first. He's heading to second, and he's going to take a stand-up double. That was off the greenery out there in the left field fence. It's not like the ivy at Wrigley Field, but it reminds me of it. Logan Hesselman stepping to the plate. He singled to center field his last time up, and eventually came around and scored. And there's a pop foul out of play. We do have a courtesy runner out there for Knickerbocker. I think it's Brighton Bauer. It's a little bit of a distance. There's a fly ball towards right. It's deep. Way back. And dropping the ball at the fence is Anderson. Rounding third. And coming to the plate is Bauer. And he scores. It's a two-base error by the right fielder for Hesselman. As Bauer comes in to score. And that makes it 6-0 Cavaliers. It's going to bring up Aiden Pankratz, who drew a walk his last time up. There's a fly ball. Ball is carrying, sending Bartles way back by the fence. He makes the catch. Tagging and moving over is Hesselman. So one away. It's going to bring up Cole Timon. He laid down a sacrifice bunt, ended up safe at first on an error by the pitcher, who airmailed the ball to first. Then he eventually came around and scored on the double by Bemnister. Felstead delivers. Strike called, curveball on the outside corner. And the pitch. That's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. That's Logan Hesselman on at third. And I should add 1 in. And the pitch. Soft liner falls into center field. And it's a base hit for Timon and an RBI because Hesselman comes in to score. And we have a pinch runner coming in for Timon. Ashton Kroll coming in to run. That's going to bring up Trent Cornell. He singled to right his last time up. And also came around and scored. He pops that one straight up. And Felstead makes the catch, straddling the foul line. 2 down. It's going to bring up Jerome Delikowski. He singled to center field his last time up. Kroll takes his lead. And the pitch is outside, and it gets away from McCabe, and Ashton Kroll goes down to second. We'll call that one a pass ball because it came right out of the glove of McCabe. And the pitch. High pop. Foul on the first base side, and Rathke moves over, makes a catch. So that'll do it for the Cavaliers, but they do pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left on base. So we've now played 2.5, and it's the Cavaliers 7 and the Bullfrogs nothing on NLWN-TV.
Sunset House Motel and RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas, is your destination for your next fishing or hunting adventure. With 20 rooms available including condos and RV spots, Sunset House Motel and RV Park is the place where outdoor sports people stay when they're looking for fishing and hunting adventures. Sunset House Motel and RV Park is located only a few blocks from the dock and is within walking distance to all the local restaurants. Call them at 956-944-2182 to book your stay. That's Sunset House Motel and RV Park in Fort Mansfield, Texas.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-4682-067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
Heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Beef River Bullfrogs, Alex Anderson. He got on a bunt single his first time up. That first pitch was low and away for ball 1. Yarrington delivers, and a high foul out of play off the right side. Out into the cornfield. And the pitch, that one's high. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's strikeout number 4 for Mason Yarrington. It's going to bring up Taylor Rathke, who grounded to second his first trip to the plate, which moved Anderson over to second. And a ground ball right back to Yarrington, and the soft toss over to first in time. So 2 down, brings up Lucas Johnson. Johnson walked in his first trip to the plate. I guess I shouldn't call it an at-bat since it doesn't count as an at-bat. Seeley's nodding in agreement with that. And the pitch is low and away for a ball. And the 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yarrington's 1-1 pitch. That one's also fouled back. Sam Knickerbocker and the umpire, John Buer, are getting hammered at this at-bat. And the pitch. There's a shot through the... Well, no. Hesselman gets it, and the race to the base, and they got him! That goes down as a 3-1 covering, and 3 up, 3 down. Good hustle that time coming off the mound by Mason Yarrington. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and we've played 3. It's the Cavaliers 7 and the Beef River Bullfrogs nothing on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menominee Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, August 17th, as the Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers, the Sand Creek Nine, and the St. Croix Steps from an old-fashioned county fair in Cameron, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, August 17th on NLWN-2.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
We're back here at Spangberg Field in Strum. There's a new rump on the bump for the Beef River Bullfrogs. Ethan Bartles is on the mound. So Felstead went 3 innings. He gave up 7 runs, and I'm looking to see how many were earned. And it looks like of those 7 runs, 4 were earned. And he gave up 7 hits. And he walked 1. And struck out 1. And leading things off for the Cavaliers, Trenton Palmer swings and a miss for strike 1. Ethan Bartles comes into the game with a 1-2 record and a 3.76 ERA. He's been the workhorse for the Bullfrogs with 26 1/3 innings pitched. 23 strikeouts in that 26 1/3. There's a high pop foul. It's in play and not able to make the catch out there is Reese Lucas. Came sliding in, and he went sliding because all of a sudden he had to change direction and his feet didn't cooperate. A ball and 2 strikes to Trenton Palmer. And another foul off. Palmer struck out his first time up. Bartles delivers. Foul back into the screen. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called, and Palmer went down looking, and he knew it too. That was a breaking ball that broke down and in just at the right time. So 1 down, Brayton Tillman comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to center field and popped to first. And the pitch. That missed outside for a ball. And the pitch. Strike called. One ball and 1 strike. And he fouls that one at the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Bartles delivers. And that's high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ethan Bartles on the mound. That's down low. And every time we face him, I never fail to mention that he used to do some broadcasting for us here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Most of it was some basketball. Here comes the payoff pitch. Ground ball over to first, and it gets right through the wickets, and safe at first is Tillman. That's going to be an error on the first baseman, Rathke. Went right between his feet. That's going to bring up Xavier Bemnister. He's 2 for 2. Got an infield single and double his last time up. That was a 2 RBI double. That pitch missed inside. And the pitch. There's a fly ball towards first base, and Rathke makes the catch. And Tillman had to duck under the glove to get back in time. That's going to bring up Caden Erickson. Erickson's 0 for 2. He flew out to right and grounded to first. 2 down. Tillman at first. And the pitch. Tillman goes, throw down to second, and in safely. Unable to hang on to the ball that time was Sandley. The pitch was a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 down, runner at second. And the pitch, there's a ground ball, foul down the third base line. What a 1's the count. 2 down. Cavs have Brayton Tillman in scoring position. Caden Erickson at the plate. And the pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. And the line shot out into center field. Rounding third is Tillman. He's going to come in to score as Erickson checks in at first with a base hit. So give Erickson an RBI. And the Cavs take an 8-0 lead with Sam Knickerbocker coming to the plate. He doubled his last time up. He also hit the ball hard right to Boyarski at short. So he hit the ball hard both times up. That first pitch was a ball. Ethan Bartles looks over at first and delivers. There's a deep fly ball out into right field. It's way back, and making the catch is Anderson for the third out. So, for the Cavaliers, they do pick up 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 left on base. We've played 3.5, and it's the Cavs 8 and the Bullfrogs nothing on NLWN-TV.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
In November of 2018, our daughter Jana passed away. The outpouring of support was unbelievable. Support that we received inspired us to start a foundation called the Jana Kelly Memorial Foundation. And through that foundation,
we've given back in a lot of different ways, through projects, through different other charities that we've supported. We like to help Humane Association, and the Ronald McDonald House is something that's very near and dear to us. We've also recently, this last year, we actually built a tiny house. It's really exciting to be able to give back in different ways.
To learn more or to help financially, find us on Facebook or www.janakelly.com.
And we're back in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility here at Spangberg Field. It's our portable broadcast facility. We take it from field to field. And we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Cavs up on top 8-0 over the Beef River Bullfrogs. Due up for the Bullfrogs, Brendan McCabe, Ryan Gray, and Reese Lucas. Mason Yarrington still on the mound. First pitch to McCabe was high for a ball. He fouled the Sam Knickerbocker over by the Cavalier dugout. Harry hits a high pop-up, backing up, and making the catch is Cornell. That's going to bring up Ryan Gray, who drew a walk his first time up. That pitch missed outside. So it's a ball and no strikes. And that's a strike on the inside corner. Ryan Gray thought it was inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a fly ball foul on the right side, out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch missed low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. That just missed the letters. 3-2 is the count. To Ryan Gray. And the payoff pitch. That's high for ball 4. That's the second time Gray has drawn a walk. That's the third walk given up by Yarrington. It's going to bring up Reese Lucas. He struck out his first time up. There he hits a high pop-up. Hesselman moving over, and he makes a catch. So 2 down. That'll bring up Wes Boyarski. Boyarski fouled out to Bemnister over by the Bullfrog dugout. His first time up. And that pitch missed outside. And the pitch swung on a miss. Throw it on to first. And not in time. As Gray gets back safely. A ball and a strike to Wes Boyarski. Yarrington delivers. Strike. Breaking ball. That one had Boyarski kind of fooled. And he knew it as soon as it came across the plate, too. He thought that was going to dive low and away, and it didn't. And there's a ground ball over towards short. Erickson can't pick it up. It took a funny hop on him. And going to be safe at first. That's going to be an error on Erickson. That's the first error by the Cavaliers. So we have Gray on second, Boyarski on first. Ty Felstead, who's now the center fielder, is at the plate. And there's a strike called on the outside corner. A ball and a strike to Ty Felstead. Runners take their lead. There's a pop-up foul out of play. Back behind us. Out in the cornfield. Seeley, if you see ghosts coming out of there, let me know, because it means we went to Iowa without knowing it. And the pitch. That's low for a ball. And if you do see ghosts coming out, they're just baseball players, so it's nothing to be afraid of. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, and a ground ball toward third, foul. So the count holds at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. That was low and away, so the count is full. Means we're going to get traveling time now. Gray and Boyarski will be off on the pitch. And the runners go. There's a ground ball, and it's through the hole out into left field. Here comes the throw to the plate, and they got him. They called him safe. Got under the tag. The throw was in time, but he got under the tag. So it's an RBI single for Felstead as Ryan Gray came in to score. And on third is Boyarski. And the first pitch is a ball. And there's a strike called. Boyarski on third. Felstead's on first. Felstead goes. There's a line shot out into center field. No, picked up by Erickson. Throw to first. It's in time. So Bartles grounds out short to first, and that'll do it for the Bullfrogs, but not before they pick up 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 Cavalier error, and there were 2 left on base. We've played 4 innings, and it's the Cavaliers 8, the Beef River Bullfrogs 1 on NLWN-TV.
Debt doesn't have to be complicated. Let Marine Credit Union simplify your debt so you can feel good about your money. Schedule time to get started at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Marine Credit Union is rewarding you for making on-time loan payments with our My Loan Rewards program. Take out a loan, open a checking account with a qualified direct deposit, and get money back. Chart your course. Get details at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
So we're going to head into the fifth inning with the Cavaliers on top, 8-1 over the Beef River Bullfrogs. A win today gets the Cavaliers to within a half a game of first place of the Osseo Merchants. And then they'll have an opportunity to pull into a tie with the Merchants with a win on Saturday. Merchants aren't playing on Saturday. Due up for the Cavaliers in the top half of the fifth inning, Logan Hesselman, Aiden Pankratz, and Ashton Kroll. And the first pitch to Hesselman, fouled away on the left side. Hesselman singled and then got on an error by the right fielder way out at the fence. Just couldn't hang on to the ball out there. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Bartle shook off the first one, accepted the second sign, and that pitch is down in the dirt. So evidently that was the sign for the 59-footer. Ethan Bartles into the wind and the delivery. Hesselman pops that one foul, and it's out of play. Count is full to Logan Hesselman. Here's the wind in the pitch. That's outside for ball 4. So Hesselman draws a walk. Aside from the first inning, the Cavaliers have had the leadoff batter on base every inning. So it's going to bring up Aiden Pankratz, who hits a fly ball. That's out deep into left field. That's out of here. A 2-run home run for Aiden Pankratz. And he comes in and does the helmet clap and gets congratulated as the players are coming out of the dugout to meet him. A 2-run shot by Pankratz puts the Cavaliers up on top, 10. Scoreboard's off by 1. It's 10-1. And here's the pitch. There's a fly ball. That's deep into left field, and it's foul by about a foot. As Ashton Kroll set it for a ride. Nobody out, nobody on. 2 runs in, 10-1. Cavs on top. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's a shot out into left field for a base hit. Ashton Kroll is on with a single. Ethan Bartles just does not like seeing the Cavaliers when he has to pitch against him, because it seems like everybody, or every time he does, somebody is going to go yard on him. Last time he pitched against the Cavs, it was Jerome Delikowski, and this time it was Aiden Pankratz. And he heard me say that. Here's the pitch. There's a strike called. Kroll on first. Trent Cornell at the plate. And the pitch. That's down low. Cornell is 1 for 2. He singled and then popped to the pitcher. And the pitch. There's a hard shot foul ball. Made Ryan Bemnister do a quick dance step out there. I guess, Seeley, having a baseball flying at you can make you light on your feet. Yeah. A ball and 2 strikes to Trent Cornell. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So 1 out. Brings up Jerome Delikowski. And Bartle says, I'm having a flashback now. Kroll takes his lead at first. And the pitch. That's down low for a ball. Bartle's at the belt, and he delivers. That's outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch. That missed inside. 3-0 is the count. Let's see if Bartles wants to challenge him here. That's high for ball 4. So there's 2 on with 1 out. And Trent Palmer coming to the plate. He has struck out twice. Once swinging, once looking. Bartle's at the belt. And the pitch. Strike called at the letters. Ashton Kroll on second. Jerome Delikowski on first. Trent Palmer at the plate. And the pitch. That's high for a ball. Curved ball wouldn't come down in. And the pitch. Swung on a missed. A ball and 2 strikes. Bartle's looking in. And the 1-2. Strike 3 called. So 2 down. It's the 3rd strikeout on Palmer. And it brings up Brayton Tillman. Got on an error by the first baseman his last time up. Came around and scored. There's curveball stayed high. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, that's down in the dirt. It gets away from McCabe. Runner goes to third. He's in safely. So now Cavs have runners at second and third. There's a strike called. 2 balls and 1 strike to Brayton Tillman with 2 down. 2 down, 2 on, 2 in. Strike 2 called. So the count's all even. A lot of deuces now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on, 2 runs in. That's the few twos too many. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. So that'll do it for the Cavaliers in the top of the 5th, but not before they pick up 2 runs on 2 hits, courtesy of that 2-run home run by Aiden Pankratz, and 2 were left on base. We've played 4.5, and it's the Cavaliers 10 and the Beef River Bullfrogs 1 on NLWN-TV.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive, there's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
And we're back here at Spangberg Field, and we have a substitution for the Cavaliers. Brighton Bauer is in for Aiden Pankratz.
That's what you get if you hit a home run.
That's right.
You get pulled from the game.
Ryan Bemnister said, as punishment, he pulled him from the game.
That was his last at bat. I said, "You might have hit a home run." He said,
First pitch was a called strike to Dakota Sandley. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Sandley struck out his first time up. And strike 3 called. So Sandley goes down, brings up Alex Anderson. He's 1 for 2. And there's a strike called. No balls, 2 strikes. To Alex Anderson. The ground ball over to short. Erickson picks it up. Throws to first. It's in time. No, he beat the throw. Erickson kind of double clutched on the throw, but that's going to go as an infield hit for Alex Anderson. And that's going to bring up Taylor Rathke. Rathke's 0 for 2. Grounded to second and grounded back to the pitcher. Runner goes, fire down to second, and they got him. Sam Knickerbocker with a throw right on the money, and the tag put on by Caden Erickson. 2 down, and pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Taylor Rathke. And there's a ground ball over to first. Hesselman picks it up, steps on the bag, and that will do it. So for the Bullfrogs, no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've played 5, and it's a Cavaliers 10, the Beef River Bullfrogs 1 on NLWN-TV.
Auto Vision Center in Eau Claire, your source for auto glass repair and replacement. Their quality work comes complete with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. When it comes to windshield repair and replacement, Auto Vision Center provides mobile auto glass services with free estimates. So if your windshield needs help, call Auto Vision Center today. That's Auto Vision Center at 1631 North Claremont in Eau Claire. Call 715-834-5277.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
We have a couple of substitutions for the Beef River Bullfrogs. We have Isaac Knutson is now playing at first base, and we have Titan Miller is at second base. And due up for the Cavaliers in the top of the 6th inning, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, scoreboard's off by 1. He must be sleeping up there again. Yeah, he hasn't changed the outs yet either. So, our Xavier Bemnister, Caden Erickson, Sam Knickerbocker. Xavier Bemnister's 2 for 3. And the pitch. That's low and away for a ball. And the pitch. High and inside for a ball. And there's a ground ball over to short. Scooped up there, throw over to first, and it's not in time, I don't think. Nope, they called him out. Okay, so Bemnister's out 6-3. Boyarski got the throw over there in time. That'll bring up Caden Erickson, who singled to center field his last time up. That was an RBI single. That pitch was inside for a ball. And there's a strike called. And the pitch. That's high for a ball. And the 2-1 pitch. Popped up. And McCabe is under it and makes the catch. That'll bring up Sam Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker's 1 for 3. Line to short. Doubled to left. And flew out to right. There's a shot out into right center field. It's going to roll out near the fence. Knickerbocker heading to second, and he's got a stand-up double. Second double of the day for Sam Knickerbocker. And let's see if they send out a courtesy runner. And I guess no courtesy runner this time because the one who did it last time is now in the game. So Logan Hesselman at the plate. He's 1 for 2 and a walk. And the pitch is low for a ball. And the pitch, that's popped up in the infield. And the catch is made by Boyarski. So, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We've played 5.5. And it's the Cavaliers 10, Beef River Bullfrogs 1 on NLWN-TV.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Saturday, June 20th when the Cavaliers take on the Whitehall Whitetails from Melby Park in Whitehall, Wisconsin. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 12 p.m. That's Cavalier baseball on Saturday, June 20th on NLWN-TV.
Back here at Spangberg Field in the makeup game from the game that was supposed to be played last night. Cavaliers with a 10-1 lead in the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th. Mason Yarrington on the mound for the Cavaliers. So far he's given up 1 run on only 3 hits. And the first pitch is low for a ball. That's to Lucas Johnson. And I take that back. It was on 4 hits. 1 run on 4 hits. 2 balls, no strikes. To Lucas Johnson. There's a strike at the letters. And the pitch, that's a high pop-up foul out of play. There aren't a lot of kids here tonight, but what are here are getting a good workout. Chasing the foul balls. There's a ground ball over to third and through the hole into left field. So Lucas Johnson's on with a hit. Brings up Brendan McCabe. McCabe is 0 for 2. He fouled out to Knickerbocker and popped to second. That first pitch is just a little high for a ball. That's high for ball 2. Yarrington at the belt and delivers. Strike called. Two balls and one strike. And there's a looper out into right field. Moving back is Palmer, and he makes a catch. So 1 down with Johnson at first. And the pitch is high. And there's a ground ball right back to Yarrington. Throw over to second, and they aren't going to get that one. They aren't going to get any of them. The throw by Yarrington was wide of the mark. Erickson did cut it off to keep anybody from going any further, but they were unable to get any outs, and that's going to be an error on Yarrington. Actually, it's a fielder's choice. And there's a ground ball to third. Stepped on the bag. Throw to first in time. So that's a 5 unassisted to 3 double play to get the Cavaliers out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit. There was 1 Cavalier error, and there would have been 1 left on base. So we have now played 6 innings. We have 6 complete. It's the Cavaliers 6 and the Bullfrogs 1 on NLWN-TV.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum, located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
And the Chippewa Valley Museum is going to be open on July 4th. It's free of charge, so you can visit the U.S. at 250 exhibit on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. In addition, you get a chance to enjoy the Carson Park scavenger hunt, the patriotic model railroading layout, outdoor games, the noon flag raising ceremony, and the ice cream parlor specials. For more information, contact the Chippewa Valley Museum at 715-834-7871. Sounds like a traditional old-fashioned 4th of July celebration at the museum for the 250th anniversary of this country. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Beef River Bullfrogs, and that is Titan Miller is on the mound. So I'm looking to see where Ethan Bartles ended up. So he went out to left field. And that means we have a new second baseman as well. That would be Knutson is at second. Swinging and a miss for strike 1 for Breitenbauer. That one's in the dirt. I don't think that's Knutson out at second. Have to double check this here. Sandley is at second. That's the new first baseman's Knutson. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brighton Bauer. It's outside for a ball. And ball 4. So Bauer draws the walk. So it's going to bring up Ashton Kroll. Kroll singled to left field his last time up. And the first pitch is a called strike. Pitch is high. McCabe thought about firing it down to first. And a swing and a miss for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Ashton Kroll. Runner goes, high fly ball out into left field. Bartles moves over and makes a catch. So 1 out, 1 on. And it's going to bring up Trent Cornell. Cornell is 1 for 3. Throw over to first. Bauer back. Cavs on top, 10-1. They'd like to get a run across this inning. Runner goes, it gets past the catcher. In fact, it hit him, and Cornell takes the base. So that moves Ashton Kroll over to second. And Jerome Delikowski, who is 1 for 2. And the pitch, runner goes, fly ball, that's deep, it's way back, and it's a 3-run home run for Jerome Delikowski. To straightaway center field. And it's his second home run of the season. Both have been against the Beef River Bullfrogs. And the Cavs go up 13-1. It's going to bring up Trenton Palmer. He has struck out all 3 times up. Titan Miller on the mound, and we have time called. And there's a pop foul. And the pitch, that one's also fouled back. And time is called again. No balls, 2 strikes. And swing and a miss, and it was dropped, and throw to first to complete the strikeout. So it's 2 down. Back to the top of the order, Brayton Tillman. Two balls, no strikes. To Brayton Tillman. There's a ground ball over to second. Scooped up, throw over to first is in time. So that will do it for the Cavaliers in the top of the 7th, but not before Jerome Delikowski delivers a 3-run home run to make the score 13-1 Cavaliers, as we're going to head to the bottom of the 7th right after this on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menominee Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, August 17th, as the Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers, the Sand Creek 9, and the St. Croix Steps from an old-fashioned county fair in Cameron, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, August 17th on NLWN-2.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Cavaliers on top 13-1. They'd like to end it right here in the 7th via the 10-run rule. New pitcher on the mound for the Cavaliers to try to close this one out is Andrew Milner. So Mason Yarrington went 6 innings. And he gave up 1 run. And that run was, I think that was an earned run. On 5 hits. And stepping to the plate for the Bullfrogs, Wes Boyarski. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Milner. Boyarski's 0 for 2. Fouled out to Bemnister and got out on an error by Erickson. And the pitch, ground ball over to third, took a bad hop, but Bemnister got it, threw it to first in time. Nice scoop that time at first base by Logan Hesselman. Bemnister did a nice job of staying with it. It took a bad hop on him, and he got his chest in front of it, kind of like a hockey goalie, and then found the ball and fired it over to first. That brings up Ty Felstead. There's a strike called. Check that. That's not Felstead. That is Dawson Brock. And the pitch, strike 2. And the pitch, there's a pop foul out of play. Count remains 0-2. And that's inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Dawson Brock. And the pitch. Foul ball over on the first base side.
Look how Timon got out of the way. Big sexy.
There's a lot of friendly banter between the two dugouts. Pitch is down low. And the pitch. There's a shot to Hesselman at first, and he steps on the bag for the out.
Keep going. Keep going.
2 down.
Sure you don't want to make a change here?
That's going to bring up Ethan Bartles. Bartles used to coach Andrew Milner when he was in high school. And he just threw that one right past him. And the pitch. That's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bullfrogs at their last strike. And ball 2. That didn't miss by much. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bullfrogs still at their last strike. And the 2-2. And he bunts it down the first baseline. Milner picks it up, throws to first. And it's not in time. Ethan Bartles beat it out. So a bunt single by Ethan Bartles. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Titan Miller. And the pitch, that's high for a ball. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes, so again, Bullfrogs on to their last strike. Bartles takes off. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. So for the Bullfrogs in the bottom of the 7th inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Final score in tonight's game, the Cavaliers 13, Beef River Bullfrogs 1. And we'll have all the information about this one in Talkin' Baseball right after this timeout on NLWN-TV.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Eyes forward.
don't drive distracted.
You've been watching Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball on NLWN-TV. This copyrighted presentation has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network in conjunction with the Eau Claire Cavaliers, and is intended for the enjoyment of the viewing and listening audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, or reproduction, in any form, without the express written consent of the Northern Light Webcasting Network LLC and the Eau Claire Cavaliers is prohibited. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Talkin' Baseball, with a look back at today's game. Time now for Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, back out to the ballpark.
And we're back here at Spangberg Field into the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility. And the Cavaliers have come away 13-1 winners over the Beef River Bullfrogs. That pulls the Cavaliers to within a half a game of first place in the CRBL South. And we're going to be joined in just a moment here by Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister. And, well, he was almost here. And, he had to stop and get a cold beverage on his way in. And I can't blame him for that one. And, well.
Okay.
And, Ryan, that was a nice win, 13-1.
Yeah, that was nice all around. For us being off as long as we were, I was a little nervous about the bats being a little rusty. But, we knew we had good pitching behind us. So all we had to do was go out there and put the bat on the ball, and we did well with that, I think, with 13 runs, so it was nice.
Speaking of good pitching, Mason Yarrington came out and threw a gem tonight for his first start in a league game. He went 6 innings. He only gave up 1 run, only gave up 5 hits, and struck out 5, only walked 2. That's a really good outing.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back at it, too, he's thrown 15 innings in a row against 14 innings in a row against Beef River and only giving up the 1 run so far. So that's pretty impressive for him to face a team and continue to shut them down like that, because Beef's really good. I mean, they're a good baseball team. Bartle's got them, head in the right direction. We were tied with those guys in the league, so it's no joke here for how good they are. So credit to those guys over there for battling all night long, and it's a good team, but Mason was able to shut them down, and that's what we expect out of him.
Very unusual management philosophy that you showed tonight. You have a player come out and hit a home run, a powerful home run to left field, and you put him on the bench?
Just to be clear, before his at-bat, I walked up to him. I said, "You're going to get your third at-bat here, but when this at-bat's over, I want to give Brighton a little chance in the field and a couple at-bats if we can." And he said, "That sounds good to me." And I said, "Why don't you just go out and hit a home run?" And he goes, "Okay."
And so he did.
So then when he rounded third, I said, "Seriously? Now I can't take you out?" And he's like, "Yeah." So, yeah, it was a funny little joke. But, at that point, we were in control of the game. I felt really confident where we were sitting. And it's good to get these other guys in there to get them some experience, with Brighton being a little bit younger than these other guys here. Get him out there. He's got speed. He's got smarts. So, we got to get those feet wet in the CRBL. So.
And Jerome Delikowski seems to have the Bullfrogs number.
Wow. Yeah, we were talking about that over there. Like, that one was hit harder than the last one he hit against us, and that one landed on the football field. So, so
the people across the street might find a dent in their front yard.
yeah, that was poked out there. So that's a pretty good shot. So I'm happy for him.
And I've got to say, this is the first time I've ever had a pitcher talk back to me.
Yeah, well, that's Ethan, but it's one of the nicest pitchers in the league. It's one of the nicest guys in the league. What do you do?
He is.
You can just be nice with him, and he's gonna be nice back to you. It's like I said, that's a fun team to play. It's a great team to play, and they have a good time. Yeah.
And in all fairness, we do have a history with him. He did broadcast for us for a basketball season, and Ethan's a great guy, and he's fun to have around. I enjoyed the fact that he asked Andrew Milner if he wanted to be replaced when he came up to bat, because if I'm not mistaken, he coached Andrew when Andrew was in high school.
I believe he did, yeah. I know. Ethan kind of looked at me and smiled a little bit when I put Andrew out there, but Andrew needed a bullpen, and I'm like, this is the best way to do it. No worries, no concerns type of things. Just to put him out there, let him throw a little bit. He hasn't thrown in a long time either. We fully expect him to throw in the next couple days against Whitehall, and then, the next week against the Bears or against Bloomer. So he has to get back in the mound. It was the best case scenario for us, so that's why we did it.
And he looked just as sharp as if he'd never missed a beat.
Yep, that's what we wanted to see.
And it was a relief.
Single, Bart was put down the bunt single, so.
And he couldn't have placed that much better.
No, and that was a 2-strike count, by the way, that he had that bunt on, so that's pretty brave.
Well, it was either that or the game was over.
Yes, one or the other.
Well, congratulations, big win, and all of a sudden you got another big one coming up on Saturday down in Whitehall, and a win there can put you in a tie for first place.
Yep, and that's our goal right now. We had the conversation after the game, like we wanted to start tonight, and we want to run through this next gambit of games for the All-Star break, and we want to finish strong in the first half of the season and start playing ball like the Cavaliers are supposed to play. So tonight was a good way to go.
It's time to make that run for the championship.
Yep.
Well, congratulations on the 13-1 win, and we'll be back with a final wrap-up here on NLWN-TV right after this time.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
And back here in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at Spangberg Field in Strum, Wisconsin, where the Cavaliers come away with the 13-1 win over the Beef River Bullfrogs. In this game, the Cavaliers had 13 runs on 11 hits. That's our unofficial count of hits. And they committed one error, and the Bullfrogs had 1 run on 5 hits, and they committed 4 errors. Winning pitcher in this game was Mason Yarrington. He went 6 innings, gave up 1 run. It was earned on 5 hits, struck out 5 and walked 2. Losing pitcher was Ty Felstead, who was relieved after 3 innings. He gave up 7 runs. Only 4 of those were earned runs on 7 hits, walked 1, and struck out 1. So the Cavaliers moved their record to 7-4 overall. They are 5-3 in the CRBL. Beef River Bullfrogs are now 5-5 in the CRBL. Cavaliers moved to within a half a game of first place, and they can make that other half game step on Saturday when they take on the Whitehall Whitetails. And I want to remind you to make sure you join us on Saturday here on NLWN-TV as we bring you the Cavaliers traveling over to Melby Park in Whitehall as they're going to take on those Whitetails in a CRBL matchup. Coverage will begin at 6:30 with the In the Dugout show, followed by live play-by-play action. That's live Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, June 20th on NLWN-TV. And that game, not only can it put the Cavs in first place, but it could also exact a little bit of revenge on the Whitetails for the season opening loss the Cavs suffered to them. Also, make sure you join us on Monday, August 17th on NLWN2 as we bring you vintage baseball featuring the Menominee Blue Caps. The Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers and the Sand Creek 9 and the St. Croix Steps at an old-fashioned country fair just outside of Cameron. The coverage begins at 7 p.m. on Monday, August 17th on NLWN2. Head on over to the Colfax Fairgrounds on Thursday evenings this summer as the Colfax Women's Club presents Music in the Park. There will be a farmer's market from 4 to 8 p.m. along with the Tasty Troll food truck and music starting at 7 p.m. The first night is June 25th, so that's a week from tonight, and it's featuring the duo of Craig and Pete. That's Thursday, June 25th for Music in the Park at the Colfax Fairgrounds. The Eau Claire Cavaliers want to remind veterans of the United States military that they can get a lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games simply by coming to Carson Park with your veteran's identification, and the Cavaliers will be happy to issue you your lifetime pass. It's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service. Today's Eau Claire Cavalier game has been brought to you by Marine Credit Union with offices in Eau Claire. It's 3604 Oakwood Hills Parkway, and whose team is there to guide you. And Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, comfort food the way Mom used to make it. Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for Western Wisconsin. Auto Vision Center, windshield repair and replacement on North Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Slayton's Technology, the official IT provider for the Northern Light Webcasting Network. The Sunset House and RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas, your best choice for your next hunting and fishing adventure. And the Chippewa Valley Museum, where you can connect with the roots of the valley in Carson Park. Be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball all season long right here on NLWN-TV. So for Seeley Bemnister, who does a fabulous job on the computer, and Dan Petchow, who's every bit as fabulous on the camera, I'm Rick Olson. That final score, once again, Cavaliers 13, the Beef River Bullfrogs 1, and you've been tuned to Talkin' Baseball on NLWN-TV.
You have been tuned to Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game. This has been a presentation of NLWN-TV.
In the heart of a small town where the rivers flow, there's a spirit rising up and it's starting to grow. Carson Park's the place where dreams come alive. Eau Claire Cavaliers, the reason we thrive. With the crack of the bat and the roar of the crowd, we spell baseball magic and we shout it out loud. For over 50 years of history, pride and cheer in this town, we're all family, the love sincere. Eau Claire Cavaliers, we wear it with pride. Big time baseball in a small town ride. From the bases to the bleachers, hear the fans sing for the love of the game. Together we bring. In this town standing tall, we always belong. With Eau Claire Cavaliers, we'll keep singing our song. Through the ups and the downs, we'll face every fight. With grit in our hearts, we'll shine ever bright. Eau Claire Cavaliers, we wear it with pride. Big time baseball in a small town ride. From the bases to the bleachers, hear the fans sing for the love of the game. Together we bring. So raise up your voices, let the stories be told. In Eau Claire's pure heart, our legacy bold. With the Cavaliers shining like stars in the night. Big time in a small town, forever in our sight.